Hi everyone, we are on to the 22nd of December and today we're going to bring you a couple of exercises you can do to improve your balance. Now, as Kate, one of the ladies who comes to Pilates today, told me, working on your balance and being able to balance is important so that you can put your knickers on standing up. So these exercises are not really targeted at those of you who are falling or feel at risk of falling. Okay, if you're in that category, I would say speak to a physio and get some exercises that are specific to you. These exercises are more targeted at those who are maybe kind of gone over their ankles or have had surgery somewhere in their legs or just want to make their balance better but are not really going to fall and hurt themselves when they're doing them. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a few different options. So option one is just standing on one leg. Okay, nice and simple. Well, nice and simple, she says. Okay, if you need to, you can use fingertips for balance to start with. Okay, when you're standing on one leg, you want to think about just gently squeezing all the muscles in that leg to keep you upright. Okay, and I would say make sure you work both sides. Everyone's probably got a slightly better side, so just make sure you do a little bit on both. Now, easy ways to make that harder. First one is to close your eyes. So, closing your eyes and keeping that balance. Now you can see automatically having to work a wee bit harder to stay where I am. Okay, and again you would want to do that on both sides, so closing your eyes. Okay, again making that slightly harder. Take it onto something uneven. So the easiest thing to use at home is something like a pillow, a reasonably thick pillow. You can obviously get lots of different things like wobble boards, balance cushions, BOSUs. Those are various devices that you can buy to work your balance more if you need to. But a pillow brings in a little bit of unevenness, especially if it's a thick one. Again, you can do eyes open, you can do eyes closed. Okay, so you can see that that's making it a wee bit harder with my eyes closed to keep my balance. Okay, and part of the balance challenge is actually being able to get yourself back from these slightly overbalanced positions without having to put your foot down or without falling over. It's not just about being able to stay in one spot. Okay, so you can take that on to then moving. So you're on your leg. Okay, and you're trying to move, so you can reach sort of side to side. You can try and come down to the floor. Okay, various different directions. Ones that we generally use are either sort of reaching down to all the different points on a clock. So you would go all the way around your clock, or a similar thing with your leg. So you're reaching out with your other leg, coming to all your different sort of points on your clock. I know I'm skipping some points here, but you can kind of cross over behind, you can cross over in front, you can come right across to the side, and again just doing a little bit of that on both legs. And then you would want to move on to something that's a wee bit more reactive. So those are all kind of exercises that you're in control of. You know where you're putting your arms, where you're putting your legs. So the next step would be to get a glamorous assistant to help you. So you would be balancing on your leg, okay, and then doing something like throwing and catching a ball. So you're not in charge then of where that ball goes, and your assistant can make it easy by throwing the ball right to you, or they can make it more difficult by throwing the ball away from you. And then you have to try and still be able to catch it without having to put that other leg down. Okay? And again, you can make that harder straight away. Obviously, you can't really close your eyes if you're having to catch a ball by standing on a pillow and doing exactly the same thing on a pillow. If you don't have a glamorous assistant, you can kind of throw and catch off of a wall. But obviously that you've got some anticipation then of where the ball's going to go, unless you get one of these funky balls that bounces in all direction and you don't know where it's going. Okay, so that would be how to take it on to the next level. And then from there, you would really be needing to take it on to something more like a wobble cushion or a Bosu, so that you're bringing that real uneven surface in that you're having to stabilise on. And you can do exactly these sorts of exercises on that uneven surface to make it more challenging and to really work your balance harder. If you're looking to get back into sports, you need to be able to do these things on an uneven surface before you're going back into running on something like grass, which is obviously very uneven, very unpredictable. Okay, so those are a few ideas. Give them a shot. Please don't fall over and hurt yourself. And as I said at the start, these are really targeted at people who kind of can stand on one leg, who are not going to be at risk of falling and hurting themselves when they're doing them. If you are in that sort of falls risk category, you need to see a physio and get a program that's more specific to you. Have a shot, please don't fall over, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.